Let's start with those and go to Procter Gamble, which provides consumer packaged goods, including beauty, razors, oral care, washing powder, diapers and more.
And that's just a short cross-section. We'll see in a minute all of the different brands. Of course, this one is headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's one of the US's major consumer corporations with about a $200 billion market cap.
And we're looking at a PE here of 29, dividend yield of 3.5%. Mia, let's get you in on Procter & Gamble.
Yes.
Have you spent some time looking at the stock?
Yes, I have. So this company, we actually hold it in our portfolios, and it's a company where roughly a third of the earnings are made up from cosmetics. The rest are made up of other consumer goods. And this company, over the last 125 years, since it's been incorporated, have been paying a dividend every single year. And over the last 59 years, they've been increasing that dividend by more than 9% per annum. So that's quite good numbers if you're after a dividend.
If you're seeking dividend, as you say, then Procter & Gamble is for you. Let's talk about the share price graph up on screen right now, Paul.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that's coming off of our local system, but the overall view here would be that Procter & Gamble has great strength clearly in its shampoos. It's got Pantene as well as Head & Shoulders. Those are particularly well known. About a decade or so ago, it merged with Gillette, right? So Gillette was the world's market leader in terms of shaving products for men. And then you put together all of the washing powder and related brands. Ariel and Tide, housewives and other people who do laundry will be aware of what those are all about. And then
really
Pampers.
Gone into the brands within the fold.
Nappies, look, you know, young parents will know that it's either Pampers or the other one. And these kinds of products, again, very competitive, very tough. It sort of went to sleep a little bit a few years ago. A.G. Lafley, the CEO, had to come back. He's now retiring for the second time. Most recent results a little bit soft again, so I think that is the concern. It's whether or not it's going to be able to continue to deliver satisfactory growth to justify its rating.
Especially, as you pointed out, Mia, in a highly competitive environment.
I agree. I think, you know, when we look at the other brands they own, when you look at Oral-B and Head & Shoulders and other sort of hair wash brands, you know, that's very competitive, and people don't really, well, I'm actually surprised to see people aren't that brand conscious when it comes to hair care. I think when you buy your hair care from a retailer, then you probably don't really mind. You're more price sensitive than anything else. And I think with a lot of these consumer products, that is the case. People are more price sensitive than they are really brand conscious when it comes to them.
But huge amounts of advertising need to be thrown at the problem.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because one of the challenges for these companies is just where exactly to advertise, right? Because in the old days, it was all about television advertising, and then it was about print. You know, so one of their brands is Old Spice, for example. They went huge with a big YouTube sensation, the Old Spice man doing funny things in those ads. That got people going, which tells you now the challenge is to move your advertising into the online environment. You've got to kind of come up with things which go viral, which is very popular with millennials. So you need
experts in this space to take the lead.
Yeah, and I think that is tough. So you've got to get your costs down, but not underspend on advertising and brand development. So I think it can be a tricky one, and it's not clear that you're going to be winning across the board at all times.
Hot or not, Mia?
I'm hot on it. I don't think it's trading at a very expensive level, and I think that you'll probably go well with these strong brands over time.
Hot or not?
I'm going to go hot. Look, my view is this is a hot general category. I think you can do a lot worse than focus your global investments on big consumer giants. So hot for me.